All right, so what I've got here is a Troy built pony. Bought this thing and the engine seized. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap this Predator I just bought from Harbor Freight, right there, Harbor Freight, into this. So I got to trying to figure out what engines would work. I can't find a replacement engine for this. And one of the things is that you're going to see that no other videos are showing. These are the older Briggs and Stratton. It has a reverse gear in it. Well, none of the replacement engines I can find will have a doesn't have that reverse gear. So what we're going to wind up doing is we're only going to be running forward only. It's a rototiller. I don't want to be behind the dang thing and have something happen where it comes back on me and climbs up my leg. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my phone here. This is being shot on my phone. We're going to see how this goes. And I am not a professional videographer, so this is just kind of a video on how I'm going to do this. So I should have shot more of this video. I've already unbolted the engine. There's 4 bolts. You have to undo the belts, and then you have to undo the throttle cable, and that's it. And the whole dang thing lifts off. So this right there comes off, and that is your 2 pulleys. This one is for your drive, and this one's for your reverse. Engine's froze up, so I'm kind of screwed on that. So we're going to pull that off to the side. And then this is the Predator engine, and we're going to see if we can get this thing to bolt up. It should be a direct bolt up. We're going to have to change out the pulleys on it. See if I can get the pulley to kind of line up, bolt it on, and see if this goes. It's either going to work or it's not. So if it does not work, then what I'm going to do is I'll show the video and have you guys critique me and call me an idiot and whatever the fuck else it is that everybody does on social media anymore these days to belittle someone. So you can belittle me all you want to. I really don't give a fuck. Because I'm not seeing anybody that's trying to do this. So one of the things is you're going to have to pull the old shafts off, and I am hoping that these shafts will fit. A disclaimer, for what it's worth, I'm an aircraft mechanic, and yes, I use Harbor Freight tools. Not on everything, but tools that I don't use on a super regular basis, that's kind of onesies and twosies, yeah, I could really give 2 shits. I'm not a snap-on puritanist. I'm not a Matco puritanist. Whatever it takes to get the damn job done. That's kind of my thoughts on the matter. So, and these gear pullers are not something I'm going to be using on a super regular basis. So I'll be damned if I'm paying $400 for a gear puller set that is not. Okay, let me get some of this started and then I'll be in a second. I'm taking a break for a second so I can get something to eat. Say hi, Jess.
Hi.
That is Jess. She is my cat wrangler. She wrangles all my cats for me. So, anyway, I really don't see a reason to buy super expensive tools for something I'm not going to be using on a daily basis. Obviously, the more you pay for tools, as a general rule, the better quality. So again, if I was making a living off this, then I would probably have just sucked it up and went to the strap-on van. So let me try that. Hopefully this will work out. Well, I just made my first mistake. Put it in backwards. Yes, I work on aircraft, I said. Yeah, lucky you. Remember that the next time you fly. I'm not much of a video editor. I'm not a videographer or anything like that. So this is pretty raw footage. I'll figure out how to cut, edit, all this stuff. I wanted to pick up a little rototiller, and I can't find one for under several $100s local. I live in Central Washington, is where my little farm's at. And well, if you want to call it a farm, it's about 4 acres, and I play. That's about it. And I can't find one that's reasonable. So I was working in Aurora, Oregon, and got on the Book of Faces Snarket place and found one for 200 bucks. Guy he had bought the thing. Didn't know anything about it. Bought it, was going to do some work to it, and never did, and just got rid of the dang thing. And so I went over, looked at it, pulled the motor through, I don't know, half a dozen times. Didn't try to start it because it had old fuel and everything in it. And sure as crap, get it home, put drain the old gasoline out. Oil was in pretty good shape, so I figured that was okay. Put gas in it, fired it up on the 4th pull, ran, shut it down, put the air filter, everything back on it, went to fire it back up again, and the motor seized. Broke a ring. So who knows? You know, I don't know what happened. So what I'm going to do is, bought these, these Harbor Crate gear pullers, and we're going to see if I can get the dang thing to go. Yep. Oh, whoa, that's coming off pretty easy. All right. Well, there it was. I'm real big on doing stuff myself. Okay, so that came off relatively easy, and that's scary because something usually means something is not right. Keyway, we'll drop the old keyway out, and this Harbor Freight actually has its own keyway in it. Old key. Holy shnikey. All right, well, apparently that goes in. Yeah, this is going to be scary if this bolts in like that. This one, torque the pulley back down. Okay, there we go. So I'll show you this right here. So on that right there, this is the one that's supposed to be used for your reverse. This is supposed to be the one that's used for your drive. So what I've done is we're only going to be using one pulley on that. And we're going to see how this works right here. I got to get this kind of repositioned here. All right. So there's that. That should go on. Holy crap. And by rights, I should probably be replacing these belts. All right. So that right there, bolt straight up. So, and then, yeah, so that should give me enough tension for the drive on it. So we'll give that a shot and we're going to see how that goes. I've got to figure out the throttle linkages and everything else. It may just be a manual throttle. We'll figure that one out. And I have to take a break. And as soon as I get back, so also, so there's bolts right down here. You have, I don't know if you can see that. Again, this is shot on an eye crack. So yeah. So, but all of that, your holes will line up, and that should be a 100% bolt-on replacement. Anyway, be back in just a second. All right, and we're back. So, haven't done anything else to it. I pulled the old front bumper off of the thing. Let's see if all this will line up, which it should. Really kind of going to crap my pants if this all just lines up and works. Well, I'm old, so I crap my pants anyway, but you know. Again, there's 4 bolts on the bottom side of this. And that is about the only thing that holds the darn thing onto the frame. So for I've always liked Troy built. I can't tell you why, they just always seem to be easy to work on. And it's standard stuff. A Briggs and Stratton engine is a Briggs and Stratton engine. But there's just, so it's not just the engine wise, it's everything else that goes along with them. They just seem to be decent rigs. So I'm not going to sit there and tell you that only buy Troy built. Buy whatever you want to. Hell, buy what you can afford. You know, I mean, this is, you know, when you start getting into stuff like this, you know, hell, I'm not made of money. Otherwise, I'd be taking it to somebody and having them fix the damn thing for me. You know, most of us that do our own work, you know, we have to do our own work because, oh, well, we can't afford to pay somebody to work on it. And there's also a sense of pride that comes with working on your own shit, you know. Some of the stuff does not want to go in. So this may not be as easy as I first initially thought. Let me find another bolt here. There's that. Turn this off to the side. Also just got out of surgery, so I'm having a hard time moving around. Trying to do yourself a big favor, get all your bolts in first before you go tightening anything up, because sure as crap, you get one bolt in, you get it tightened, and then you can't get anything else lined up. That's just an old school trick. That one. And also, don't be like me. Put all your nuts and bolts in a single spot and keep them there. This video is literally shot on a whim, because I could not find anything about these. And literally all of this is it's all shot on or taken on faith, you know, that this is going to work out. That one. Everything up here. So I'm shooting to see how quick I can get this done in. For no particular reason, you know, I don't have, it's still relatively early here in Central Washington, so we don't have a planting season yet. But I just wanted to get this darn thing ready to go. All right, all my bolts are in. Literally 4 bolts is all that holds that darned engine in. And you can flip this stuff around and work on it really easy. I've got to figure a lot of stuff out. I still have to gas it up. That one. That one. I'm trying to figure out, you know, the best way to do stuff with what I have. That's not going to work. Ouch. That bolt's a little long. I put the box end on and then got it tightened, and then the box end won't come off because, yeah. So remember, I'm an aircraft mechanic. Remember that next time you get on an aircraft. Lucky you. So that is all attached. That's all. Make sure your pulleys are all aligned. Alright, so let's check the oil. I think these come pre-oiled. I don't know. It's not gonna have to stop the video, add oil to it because I gotta go get some. Looks like there's nothing in it. So, and also, when all else fails, read the instructions. So, I think we're probably going to have to add, yes, here, add engine oil below. Yeah, so that was on the top. It says fill gas here, add engine oil below. We need to find out what kind of oil we use. And it comes with all these, little rejets for the carburetor. So all of this should have engine oil, 1030. That's some of that. And capacity is half quart. So we will see. Okay. Your warranty is void if the engine's crankcase is not properly filled with oil. Make sure the engine is stopped and is level. Close the fuel valve. Clean the top of the dipstick. Yep. Okay. So need to see if we have oil here. Yeah, do not ever operate an engine without oil, especially these small little guys. Get a rag. Right there. A little bit of oil in it. We should add oil at.
Are you just filming your booty?
Yes, I am.
Is this going on OnlyFans or YouTube?
Yeah, you can probably see the quack in my britches. I have old man flat ass, so most of you guys are going to be watching this video. You suffer from the same affliction. I'm thinking that let's take I'm going to edit most of this crap out, so hopefully you guys can see any of this junk. Whatever you do, do not mix regular and synthetic oils. That is bad juju. All right. Our oil situation taken care of. Clean up your mess so you're not walking in it. Don't be like me. Gas mill haul in it. We're just going to add a little bit of push moline in that. And it says, manual start. To start a cold engine, move the choke to the start position. So where the fuck's the choke at on this? Right here's choke. We're going to move it in the start position. Open the fuel valve, which is, it should be that right there, one right below it. Let's shoot video of this so that way you guys can see it. Predator engines seem to be pretty decent, so I'm going to turn this back off. So that's your choke, the little thing right there. This is your fuel. So that goes on. All right. Just, can you record? My cat wranglers. Make sure. Okay, so slide the throttle or speed control lever to 1/3 away from the slow position. Turtle. So where is that? Oh, right here. So we have a position right there. So we're gonna slide it up a little bit. Turn the engine switch on. Here's the engine switch right there. Grip the starter handle of the engine loosely. I grew up in backwoods Arkansas, so please excuse me. All right, here we go. Fire extinguisher is ready. Jump the belt. So, why did that happen? Like I said, this is all raw video stuff here, guys. I just really don't give a crap. You know, I'm trying. I may need to change that off. I'm going to try this again. I'm going to turn it on. Ouch. Choke it again. Edit this because I think what we're going to wind up having to do is adjust the belts on this. May have to put a spacer on this darn thing because I don't think everything is lining up just quite the way it's supposed to. So we'll edit this off, or not edit it. I'll get that squared up and we'll get back in touch with you.
Babe.
Wow. Did you get all that on video?
No, I missed it. I missed it. We got a rototiller that thinks it's a street racer.
No shit, right?
I think you have to lower the tines. The tines are sitting on top of the ground, not going in.
Let's try that. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, tell you what. Take that bird out though.
You know, I'm just going to go on record and say that you were supposed to build a rototiller, not a drag.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what